Nigerian artist Wizkid broke down in tears on live TV while exposing alleged atrocities committed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump has reportedly listened to Asari Dokubo's revelations about Tinubu's hidden actions, including crimes against Nigerians and the military. Asari Dokubo accused Tinubu of engaging in unconstitutional actions, including suspending Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and appointing a sole administrator. He claims Tinubu's policies have led to extreme poverty, with even able-bodied Nigerians begging for food. However, Tinubu's son allegedly praised his father's administration, sparking public outrage due to widespread poverty. A legal expert argued that Tinubu's declaration of emergency rule in Rivers State was unconstitutional, equating it to martial law rather than a legitimate state of emergency. The Nigerian National Assembly reportedly rejected Tinubu's emergency declaration, citing constitutional violations. The legal expert asserted that Tinubu's actions, including appointing a sole administrator and allocating funds without budgetary approval, amounted to treason. Asari Dokubo also alleged that political opponents in Rivers State were plotting to frame him for orchestrating violence. He referenced historical election-related violence in Nigeria, with claims that certain politicians were responsible for past killings. In recent developments that have stirred strong emotions among Nigerians, renowned musical artist Ayodeji Ibrahim Balogun, popularly known as Wizkid, broke down in tears on live television. During a broadcast that many found both shocking and deeply moving, Wizkid shared his heart-wrenching account of the alleged atrocities committed by the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In a manner that was raw and personal, the celebrated singer recounted how the policies and actions of President Tinubu's government have had a devastating impact on ordinary Nigerians. The live broadcast captured a moment of unfiltered emotion as Wizkid, typically known for his cool composure and captivating stage presence, allowed his feelings to take over. His tears were not simply those of a performer overwhelmed by the weight of his emotions. They were the expression of a person deeply disturbed by what he described as systemic injustice and abuse of power by those in charge. Wizkid's public display of vulnerability resonated with many viewers who have long suffered from the economic hardships and social inequities that have plagued the nation in recent times. At the same time, international political figures have also become entwined in this narrative. Former President of the United States, Donald John Trump, reportedly paid close attention to the revelations made by Asari Dokubo. Dokubo, a controversial figure known for his outspoken nature, accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of engaging in a series of unconstitutional actions. According to Dokubo, these actions included the suspension of Siminalayi Fubara, the elected governor of Rivers State, and the subsequent appointment of a sole administrator to manage the affairs of the state. Dokubo's claims go further, alleging that these measures have contributed to widespread poverty, forcing even those who are able to work into desperate situations where they must beg for food. The controversy deepened when President Tinubu's own son came forward to praise his father's leadership, a statement that was met with intense public criticism given the dire economic conditions that have beset the country. Many Nigerians found it difficult to reconcile such praise with the daily reality of escalating poverty and hardship. The juxtaposition of heartfelt sorrow from figures like Wizkid and the contentious support expressed by Tinubu's son has added layers of complexity to an already volatile political environment. A significant point of contention revolves around the legality of President Tinubu's decision to impose what has been described by some legal experts as a state of emergency in Rivers State. Critics argue that the manner in which this emergency was declared resembles martial law rather than a constitutionally valid state of emergency. One legal expert went so far as to say that the actions taken, which included appointing a sole administrator and allocating funds without the proper budgetary approval, might even amount to treason. This legal perspective is supported by the fact that the Nigerian National Assembly reportedly rejected President Tinubu's emergency declaration, citing clear constitutional violations. The Assembly's stance has added a formal layer of disapproval from one of the country's highest legislative bodies, further intensifying public debate over the president's actions. Asari Dokubo's revelations extend beyond legal technicalities and speak to a broader narrative of political manipulation and abuse of power. Dokubo claimed that political opponents in River State were scheming to frame him for inciting violence, a charge that recalls past episodes of election-related unrest in Nigeria. In his narrative, Dokubo linked the current situation to a historical pattern of politically motivated violence, suggesting that the same forces responsible for past bloodshed might now be trying to silence dissent. Throughout the live broadcast and in subsequent discussions on various social media platforms, the tone was one of deep personal disappointment and anger. Many Nigerians who have long been vocal about the shortcomings of their leadership found a sense of validation in Wizkid's public display of emotion. His willingness to break down on live television was interpreted by many as a powerful symbol of the growing frustration with a system that appears indifferent to the struggles of everyday people. The broadcast was not just a moment of emotional release for Wizkid, it became a catalyst for widespread discussion and debate about accountability, governance, and the rule of law in Nigeria. The reaction from the international community has been mixed. While some figures like Donald John Trump have shown interest in the details of the allegations, others have remained cautious, waiting for more substantiated evidence before taking a definitive stance. The involvement of high-profile international personalities in a domestic Nigerian issue has underscored the interconnected nature of modern politics, where actions in one part of the world can quickly draw global attention and commentary. Despite this international spotlight, the heart of the matter remains the plight of ordinary Nigerians, who have seen their living conditions worsen in what many describe as a government that is increasingly detached from the needs of its people. It is important to acknowledge that these revelations and the emotions they have sparked are part of a larger narrative about governance, accountability, and social justice in Nigeria. The allegations against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, the public outcry following Wizkid's televised breakdown, and the contentious statements from figures like Asari Dokubo are not isolated incidents. Rather, they form part of a broader discourse about the need for transparent, accountable, and constitutional governance. The public display of emotion by a beloved cultural icon like Wizkid has not only humanized the political crisis, but has also highlighted the profound impact that governmental policies have on the daily lives of millions. For many Nigerians, the issues raised in the broadcast are a reflection of long-standing grievances that have been simmering for years. The economic hardships, the erosion of democratic institutions, and the sense of betrayal felt by many citizens all contribute to the growing dissatisfaction with the current political regime. As the nation grapples with these challenges, there is a strong call for reform, for a political system that prioritizes the welfare of its people over the interests of a few powerful individuals.
The unexpected finally happened few hours ago as a lot of people flocked US as Wizkid was finally accepted, and for the first time Wizkid cried in a live TV as he was explaining everything about the atrocities of Tinubu and his cabinet to Nigerians, all the things that they making Nigerians to be going through. Wizkid cried for the first time as this guy was narrating everything, and in the same vein, Trump finally gave a listening ear to Asari Dokubo based on all the hidden atrocities that Tinubu have committed in his front. Asari Dokubo narrated all the secret, all all the hidden secret that Nigerians did not even know that Tinubu did. And according to Asari Dokubo, he took a life of a lot of Nigerians and even the military. Now, Tinubu was exposed moment after he suspended Fubara, the Ijoman from River State, as the governor and put a sole administrator there. Now, Trump listened to everything now as they charge Tinubu for treason at the moment. This is a very bad news for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I will play the full video in this very video. You will see everything the way it goes. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share this video as you're watching and just do it to share it. Share to the best social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like the video, like it, give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome back to Watch TV.
I don't have problems for it.
Just gossip.
And what is the living kind from habit?
What is happening in the Christendom? It makes sense
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome you back to Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, just go to click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and the same time as you're watching it, click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. What Nigerians did not expect finally occurred few hours ago, as a lot of people have been talking about this. You know, Wizkid have been this kind of guy that he will never come out to talk about the political issues that is happening as far as Nigeria is concerned. He have never come out to address anything political. He said he have been avoiding anything political as far as his life and his career is concerned, but US finally accept Wizkid moment he went to explain all the ordain, everything that Tinubu did, all the atrocities and the shenanigans, the rascality of the administration of Tinubu. He explained everything, he narrated it, he pointed out every of the issues, and for the first time Wizkid cried on a live TV as he was narrating everything. Trump couldn't convey it. Trump listened to everything by himself, and a lot of Nigerians go emotional moment they saw this guy crying as he was narrating things. And on the same way, Asari Dokubo finally burst out as he explained everything to Trump, the way everything actually goes. Now, a lot of people are now talking about the bad administration of Tinubu, every of the shenanigans, the rascality, and every of the thing that they be doing that is not even favoring the common man. The administration of Tinubu is impoverishing people in higher poverty. Now, Asari explained to Trump about how he and Tinubu actually did a lot of things which Nigerians did not even know. Nigerians did not know a lot that Asari actually know about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, the moment Tinubu chose Wiki over Asari Dokubo by suspending Fubara as the governor of River State and putting a sole administration there, Kasala boss, Asari boss out. He said he will expose everything that a lot of Nigerians did not know. What Nigerians did not know that is ongoing between him and Tinubu is finally exposing everything. And on the same vein, Wizkid boss out, and a lot of people go emotional just because Wizkid explained, and as was explained, come and sit here. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just go to share it. Click the share button, share to the different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Let a lot of people get to know what is happening as far as Nigeria is concerned. A lot is really happening in Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians have been enduring life from the time that Tinubu got into power. The hardship that Tinubu bestowed on Nigeria have been occurring since when Tinubu was sworn in as the president of Nigeria. The moment they inaugurated Tinubu, that is the day that the hardship started. That was the first day of Tinubu in office, and the hardship started from there. That was when he removed fuel subsidy without any further plan, and he published a lot of people in higher poverty. People cannot even afford to eat 1 square meal in their house. Nigerians are now begging for food. Before in Nigeria it was only handicaps, people that are not physically balanced. Those are the people that are actually begging for arms as far as Nigeria is concerned before. But as it stands in the regime of Buhari and Tinubu, the regime of Tinubu is the worst one as far as everything is concerned. People are now begging for food in their own country. People that are not even handicaps, they are begging for food. You see them in the street dragging your clothes that you should give them something that they want to eat, that they're hungry. That's what is happening as far as Nigeria is concerned. And the son of Tinubu came out some days ago. He said his father is the best president as far as Nigeria is concerned. Where on earth is this happening? The son of Tinubu coming out to give kudos to his father based on the poverty that impoverished people, the hardship and multi-dimensional poverty that Tinubu bestowed on Nigeria, and increased the elastic of poverty set in Nigeria. And the son of Tinubu came out to praise his father and all of that. So he have gotten a lot of bashes from Nigeria. And the moment Tinubu suspended Fubara in an unconstitutional way, because the executive did not have the power to suspend a sitting governor because it's not the one that appointed him. Tinubu only had power to uninstall Wiki and and remove his appointment and all of that. All those ministers, he have the power to remove them, but it's not an elected governor. Fubara is an elected governor as far as River State is concerned, but Tinubu removed him, and a lot of people have been talking about it. The matter have gone international, and a lot of people like former President Obasanjo, former President Goodluck Jonathan, and a lot of people have condemned the act. They've come out to speak about it. Even Atiku will be, all of them, they rejected everything that Tinubu did, and I said that's not enough. Asari took it up upon himself. He took it to US and he explained everything, and on the same vein, Wizkid boss out. Now let me play the full video so I can see everything the way it goes. See everything the way it goes. First of all, listen to what Kenneth Okoko said. The moment Kenneth Okoko saw all these things, he said a lot. So I would like us to listen to it so that you can understand what Asari said in US and the same thing that Wizkid said. You will see Wizkid, you will see the emotional moment. While a lot of Nigerians have been emotional about Wizkid, you will see everything that Wizkid said. The full video, you will see everything the way it goes. If you can share the video, share it. If you can share it, just like it. Stay connected. I'll call you back again.
A lot of people have been making a mistake saying the National Assembly approved what President Ahmed Bola did. Sorry. Strictly speaking, they rejected it. They did not approve it at all, strictly speaking. And here is the point. The Constitution is very clear. Section 305, subsection 1 said the President can issue or declare a state of emergency in a proclamation that is stated in a gazette, meaning the proclamation issuance is complete with the president before going to the National Assembly. In subsection 2, the Constitution said the president should transmit copies of already published, already proclaimed state of emergency with the details of the proclamation to the National Assembly for the National Assembly to approve or not approve. Here is the point. The details of the purported proclamation of state of emergency by Tinubu is that he is suspending the governor of River State and the House of Assembly members, and that the sole administrator whom he has appointed, one Ibok-Ete Ibas, a military man, you can put retired if you want, that the man will make laws and he, Tinubu, will be the one to approve of the laws. And when he did that, it was published, it was proclaimed, it was complete. When it came to National Assembly, their duty is either to approve it and the details, and I'm talking about section 305, subsection 2, or reject it. They don't have any power whatsoever to amend it, because it is not a bill as contemplated by section 58 or an appropriation bill as contemplated by section 81. These are bills which the National Assembly have the right to amend and before it becomes an act. But in a proclamation of a state of emergency, it is already completed as a law, gazetted and published before going to the National Assembly. So the role of the National Assembly is to either accept or reject. Now, what did the National Assembly do? They selfishly recovered their own power from the president by force, because not by law. They say, Mr. President, you don't have the right to make law for River State. The right belongs to us. So they purportedly said they amended it to recover their own power. Sorry, you have already rejected the entire state of emergency, because it's either you accept the proclamation and the details or you reject. That is what the law says. And let me come again to it. Section 58 of the Constitution made it clear. Section 56 of the Constitution made it clear that the House, the National Assembly, if there is any question that comes for decision, they can approve it with the required majority. They use the word required majority of those present and voting. In this case, by section 305, subsection 6b, the required majority is 2/3. And the National Assembly does not have the 2/3. And they showed it openly. If they had it, they would have told us about it. Two-thirds is not measured by voice votes. Why? They said those present and voting. Did you see when the Speaker of the House was talking? They did not show the members who were even doing the voice vote. They showed only the Speaker. You know why? They don't have the required majority. And now, they said present and voting. The people that have absented themselves from voting, how many are they? Because you can be present and not voting. How do you determine that? By voice vote. So sorry, there's nothing like voice vote when the Constitution said two-thirds. You must tell us the number of people present and show it to us. You must tell us the number of the people that voted and show it to us. You must tell us the number of the people that absented from voting or abstained from voting. You will tell us, and the people that voted against. None of this is determinable by a voice vote. I am making a negative assertion that they did not do anything, and I have nothing to prove. They that are making the positive assertion in law are the ones that have the onus to prove that they secured the two-thirds majority. That has not been approved. So both in substance, by which they amended the state of emergency and cherry-picked the one that concerned them, they have destroyed the state of emergency. There is no room for amendment. It is just like taking a law to the president by the National Assembly, and the president, when he want to assent to it, say no, I don't like section 2, I'm amending it. After amending it myself, I will sign it. No. So the Constitution did not give the National Assembly any right to cherry pick the one they want and leave the one they don't want. It's either they are accepting all or they are dropping all. Having cherry picked, they rejected the entire state of emergency. Let me talk about the legality or constitutionality of what President Ahmed Bola Tinubu did. Sorry, he did not declare state of emergency in Rivers. He declared martial law. What he did was a coup against the Rivers people. The Constitution is very clear on how you elect the governor. Section 179, Section 180. And how governor is removed. Section 188, Section 189. And the law is very clear. How you elect the House of Representative members, which is there, and how you remove. Section 117 and Section 110. Clear and simple. It is by election by the people of River State, and they want to remove is by death, resignation, removal by impeachment, permanent incapacity, or in the case of the House of Assembly members,
Mr. Okonkwo,
recall. This is what these places did. So the president simply suspended the provisions of this constitution, including section 1 and section 1 to which you cannot govern Nigeria or any part of it by any set of people except in accordance with the constitution. So appointment of sole administrator is alien to our constitution, not contemplated. So what the president did was a martial law. It's unconstitutional, it is illegal, and it is criminal, because that is the real treason we are talking about. Usurping the power of the National Assembly to make law for River State is another treasonable offense. Now, destroying and giving money, unappropriated money of River State to a sole administrator to spend as he likes is another treasonable offense, and I will give you why. As I'm talking to you, there is no 2025 appropriation budget for River State. None. The Supreme Court has already said that there is no appropriated bill or law for River State. That's why they said Governor Fubara should represent it to the House of
Assembly. I have to, for the sake of time. You know, right now you've said that in your opinion, you believe that the president's action is treasonable, but we do know that in the past we've also had declaration of state of emergency in some states of Nigeria. So I'm wondering what lessons can be learned, you know, from past experiences with emergency rule in Nigeria, and how can those lessons influence the current situation in River State? Very briefly.
Good. Like what you said, Goodluck Jonathan declared emergency rule in 3 states of Nigeria, Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa. He did not remove the elected representatives of the people. That is state of emergency. But what Tinubu did is a martial law. Now, because he removed elected representatives of the people, not in a manner anticipated by the Constitution. Tinubu also gave money to the sole administrator unappropriated. So in future going forward, any president who wants to declare a state of emergency must fulfill section 305 subsection 3. When Tinubu was saying he had a security report, sorry, they should read to him section 305 3D. He said there must be clear, not obscure, clear and present danger of actual breakdown of public safety and public order in such a manner that requires extraordinary measure. Clarity means open, objective. When you say there is danger, there is nothing like security report. That's a subjective report given to you by your appointees, whether National Security Advisor or anybody, which is known by you alone. So there is nothing like security reports as a standard to declare state of emergency. Have you contemplated if you allow that precedent? Any president will come and tell you, no, don't question me. There is a security report which only me know, and I can use it to remove every governor and take over the administration of the state. That's why I said it's treasonable. So going forward, no president has the right to declare state of emergency and remove elected representatives of the people. When you want to declare state of emergency, you have to empower the democratic forces to be able to tackle the problem, not to remove them.
Very well said. Very well said.
But because of a weekend, your life is not at stake. You betray a man who held your life in his palm. Now you betray another man who risks his life around 3 a.m. to come and take you out of my place. You betray both of us. What oath did you take with BK? That small point, BK. What oath did you take with him? BK is your God. Take your burden to BK and leave it there. Make BK your God. I am forced to come out to speak today because of some evil people in Calabar who are struggling as much as they can to make sure that they destroy Calabar as they have always been selling Calabar. This is their last lap in their attempt to sell Calabar. I read that the supporters of the notorious politicians in River State, who is known as Wizkid, I decided to hold a rally at Abalam. As Calabar people, they are free to hold any rally at Abalam. But what was the motive of the rally? The motive of the rally that they want to hold is to implicate me. They want to hold the rally, Judge Kelly, Roland Sekibo, Major Jack, Onigofori George, and the rest. They want to hold the rally so that they will orchestrate an attack on themselves at that rally. And they think that I'm a small person, I'm playing at the same level with them. They think that I'm playing on the same level with them. I'm on the same pedestal with them, so they can go on and frame anything that I orchestrated, that I carried out the attack, and then this will result in my arrest and in the cancellation of my contract with the government. On the Govori, I called several people where I had posted that they are going to pay the army and the police so much money to kill people who are working for the government of the Nigerian state. I have the recording, the phone recording, I have it. See, on the Govori, we have gone beyond this small something. You have nowhere to hide. There is nothing you will say that will not get you. Except you don't say it in this world. Except you go and say it in a coven. Then we will not get information. We have all the information. The meeting you had today, where you said they are going to be arrested, you are going to orchestrate this thing as you pass through the road. For 3 years, our people have been on the road. They have not attacked you. You pass every time on that road. In fact, you even ask for their services to protect you free of charge. You beg me to provide protection for yourself. Even when your tenure elapsed and you were asked to go home, you wanted to go to your secretariat, yourself, Roland and all of you called me that please let nobody attack you, and I provided security for you people. You can lie, go on and lie. I provided security for you people. You know, we are all Calabar people. And when this Supreme Court case was decided, you are one of the first people to call me. That I hope we are not going to kill one set for another set. We are all Calabar people. One day I'm not going to You called me. And I told you, have I done like that before? I will never do it. Yourself and Sule are my brothers. My blood brothers. I'm okay. But you went behind, you think I will not hear you. Go under the ground and say something. I'll bring it up for you. Even if you go into your cocoa, one by one, you will want to get make up a better bar. One jabra. So if you go into your cocoa and talk, I know you are neutral of the Icelanders. Even when you are neutral, I know you. Even when our people wanted to take you out, I begged them, and you know it. Today you are survived. You are plotting that you pay the army, whether it is Bobo Jews, first class or second class or third class, or it's Bobo Jews. It's Bobo Jews that I am the son of Agboyabi. It is Bobo Jews. It is Bobo Jews that my people chose me before government recognition. Even you yourself have told me that if someone like this, I'm not hope, and I told you I am not interested. Because I don't want to do something that tomorrow other people will use it as a reference that my son took over my own position. You talk one thing there, you talk another thing there. Why are you talking like that? That's not behavior of an Amakri. Amakri is world class. When we say something, we stand by it. We don't say something today and say different thing. Go and check my statement whether they are not completely consistent with what they are. And so you Roland, 2019 election, you killed how many people in Aburuma? You orchestrated the killing of senior army people. And I'm sorry, Nigerian military, sorry. Your killers are now your friends, and they are the people who are going to arrest people for you. Okay, Nigeria will change. Nigeria will always change. Change in the negative. You killed army people. You fled Aburuma, and you ran to my house. I fled you. I took the risk. I hit you. You did not give me one cover for it. Not even a dime. You are self-admitted. I've not seen Major make any statements. I won't talk about it. It is the ingratitude, the highest level of ingratitude you are showing. I'm calling you. There are weaknesses, so many weaknesses. You came to my house. I hit you. I fed you. I kept you until the rescue came and the rescue out of the Biafra territory and intercept. I did not betray you. My house is just next to the military bar. Which commander you killed? I would have just handed you over. I did not betray you. But because of a wicked, your life is not at stake. You betray a man who held your life in his palm. That you betray another man who lives his life around 3 a.m. to come and take you out of my place. You betray both of us. Every betrayer, there's a consequence. Ordinarily, I would not come to have talked. Every betrayal, there's a consequence. You left on Saturday night. All their clothes, all their legs, torn because of the movement you had from Aburuma to Kakrama, and this thing picked you and brought you to the house and kept you until 3 a.m. When somebody who's today you have also stabbed and betrayed, he risks his life. When the army had security everywhere, locked down Yellow Carolina, brought you, put you inside the boots of the trunk of his, the back of his car, covered you people with loads, and transported you in tight security. If the security men have caught you, you will not be alive today. You too will not be alive today. What politics? What oath did you take with BK? That small point BK. What oath did you take with him? That you will now go and betray us. Talking about us, you hand over people to, and look at the person who want to hand over people to. Killer of military people. Because of that, the military came to say, sensing that you may be in my house. They came to raid my house on a Monday. I stood my ground. Those people in my house were brutalized and they were arrested, if not for the women of Obama, who came out en masse to protest my arrest. Today you have mouth to talk. I wish you the best of luck. The same Wiki, in whose hands you would have died long time ago, that you survived. Spiritually, you survived. Today you are walking physically. You could not walk. You became so dark as if threatened by Amarion, by thunder. You came out of it. All the sacrifices, spiritual prayers, and the battle in the spiritual realms to keep you alive, you have come out. You have run back to the same wicked. And you're going back. So you people have orchestrated plan. You want to form Amatemeso Mali, you want to form this one. Who cares about it? Amatemeso soldiers, and that one, the other one who has no war. Who is only when Dr. Kelly gives him money. He does not have a name. You need to play music. He has become the man of Dr. Kelly, you don't know that you are causing Emmanuel. Emmanuel is that's your anger horn. That opens his mouth to talk anyhow. He cannot survive without begging to keep him alive. All of you forget yesterday. Wiki is your God. Take your body into Wiki and leave it there. Make Wiki your God. Like my younger sister Abumadu said, he lies in anticipation. You go to Tinubu, you go and lie. Huh? Everybody, Chief Kiski of Egypt said, when a man becomes big, great, when a man becomes king or something, Satan becomes his best friend and chief advisor.
We need answers. We need conversations. The president should speak to the people. Like, speak to the people. Like, just that sometimes communication helps. Like people are sad. People are hungry, man. We have more pressing issues affecting Nigeria. There's no 24 hours electricity, bro, as I speak to you. People use generators. People that can't even afford generators. They got sleep in darkness, bro. There's no 24 hours electricity. There's bad roads. And the government is quiet about the same, like, all of this, bro. So to me, it hurts things, and I want to say like a big shout out to everybody that goes out to speak for themselves, that goes out in these matches and advocate for real change. Like, just keep doing what you do, keep empowering people, and we are all we got. Like, we just have to empower and educate people that we can really do things on our own, man. Like, I be telling people that you cannot let your environment determine your end result. I want change for my son. I want change for the next generation. Like, so it's just sad that like we've been quiet about the situations for the longest. People have been mixing words. People don't want to be direct about the conversation. Because of now that I can't even keep quiet about the whole situation. That's why. Like every time when they do this political thing, like, I always exempt myself when it's election period, because I try not to influence people's votes. I don't want to, because I don't even trust this guy. I'm not gonna go and stay and say, yo, please come and vote for this guy to be president when I don't know if he's gonna change anything. I wouldn't do that. I always step aside, but now it's too sad. We can't step aside anymore. Do what they want, but now it's like, it's amazing. Like,
thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see everything that was said in this very video. The administration of APC, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is when APC have gotten to power, it have been disastrous to Nigerian youth. In the regime of Buhari, that was when NSAS set in, and they poof a lot of youth. According to report, a lot of youth that protested at the toll gate, they poof a lot of them, they took their life and all. And I see that's not enough. Buhari left there, and the moment Tinubu got there, because of the embargo government protest, a lot of youth life was actually taken again. They took a lot of the life of youths in Nigeria, in their own country. And I see that's not enough. Tinubu arrested some children for treason, and they charged these minors for treason. These are not just children, they are minors. And the lawyers of Tinubu came out to saw the video flying everywhere last year. The lawyers of Tinubu came out and made it known that these children are not children, that they are adults, that some of them have 2 wives at home. And obviously speaking, we can know that these people are teenagers, they are underage and all of that. They are not permitted by the constitution to be in court in that very age, but they call them for treason. treason. They charge all of them for treason, and the same Tinubu did not say anything about it until the outrage from Nigerians. You know, treason is an offense under the law that is punishable by death or by life sentence and all of that. And the meaning of treason is that you want to overturn a sitting government. Now, the same treason is what they're charging Tinubu for now. Trump is trying to charge Tinubu for treason at the moment because the Tinubu in question remove an elected governor of River State, or constitutionally, it is not the power of the president to remove the governor of a state. The sitting governor of a state, since the person is not being appointed by the executive, since the person is being elected by the people, the constitution states that the president did not even have the power to remove the person. Now, Tinubu misused the power and removed Fubara. At the moment he removed Fubara, the sitting and elected governor of River State, Kasala boss. Now, the busing pipeline everywhere now. A lot of things is finally happening in River State at the moment. Rivers is on crisis at the moment, and a lot of people have been talking about all the actions of Tinubu. They said Tinubu have misused his power, he have misused his office, and he have done a lot of atrocities. He have damaged Nigeria to the fullest. That's the Tinubu that the son came out and was praising few days ago, that the father is the best president and all of that. That's the same Tinubu that is in question here. The same Tinubu that they rejected his wife in Delta State School of Nursing, where they saying that the wife is not their mama and that is not their mother, that their mother cannot be Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife and all of that. Those are the things that are happening in Nigeria. 30 days ranting challenge is ongoing. A lot of people are ranting, they're talking about the atrocities that have been ongoing in Nigeria, the insecurity, the food insecurity, the life of people are not being saved in their country, their investment is not saved in their country, people cannot sleep in their house and close their two eyes in their own country and all of that. These people are not immigrants, these are Nigerians in Nigeria, and the same Tinubu in question is pretending as if things are working out in the country, is pretending as if everything is working well in the country. But good luck came out a few days ago. He said if someone is sleeping, it is very easy for you to wake the person up, but when someone is pretending to be sleeping, there's no amount of wake that you can wake the person up. The person is not sleeping, he is conscious, so the person knows what he's doing. That's to tell you that Tinubu knows what he's doing, that everything that he's doing on Nigeria is intentionally imposing something on Nigeria, according to what Good Luck said in his last speech about the River State crisis and all of that. You can see everything that is going in Nigeria, and Trump is paying a total attention to everything that is happening in Nigeria, because a lot of people are now going to Trump, they're going to US to report all the atrocities of Tinubu. But in the regime of Biden in US, they don't do that, because Biden have a cordial relationship with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because in cause of the embargo government protest, when the proofing took place, when they took the life of a lot of youth by the security operative, they reported it to Biden, but he refused to do anything about it. He didn't do anything about it. But the moment Trump got there, Trump is not having a cordial relationship with Tinubu the same way Biden has it with him. Trump is not having it. So Trump is paying attention to everything that Nigerians are saying, because Nigerians are topping the headlines as far as US media is concerned, even at the moment, because Nigeria is not working. A lot of people are running out of the country every day, and the country is throwing people down.
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.